Dr. Poo.
In a rapidly changing world, where traditional boundaries are shattered and new opportunities abound, one question reigns supreme. How can you position yourself to skyrocket your income in the new global economy? Welcome to the most eagerly anticipated virtual conference of the year, the Mega Money Conference. Its speakers, 6 panelists, 1 platform. This groundbreaking conference brings together industry titans, trailblazers and visionaries who have cracked the code to thriving in the new global economy. Featuring Fortune Mnamdi, Jacob Okoro, Emmanuel Akbe, Chidi Benjamin, Vivian Okeke, Valerie Okorie, NC Desmond and Lois Akweze. You will have the opportunity to connect with a global community of like-minded individuals, entrepreneurs and professionals who are as passionate about their growth as you are. Date 27th to 29 July 2023. Venue YouTube. Don't miss out on this extraordinary opportunity. The future is waiting. Join us now. In a rapidly changing world, where traditional boundaries are shattered and new opportunities abound, one question reigns supreme. How can you position yourself to skyrocket your income in the new global economy? Welcome to the most eagerly anticipated virtual conference of the year, the Mega Money Conference. Its speakers, 6 panelists, 1 platform. This groundbreaking conference brings together industry titans, trailblazers and visionaries who have cracked the code to thriving in the new global economy. Featuring Fortune Mnamdi, Jacob Okoro, Emmanuel Akbe, Chidi Benjamin, Vivian Okeke, Valerie Okorie, NC Desmond and Lois Akweze. You will have the opportunity to connect with a global community of like-minded individuals, entrepreneurs and professionals who are as passionate about their growth as you are.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Welcome, sir. So, good evening, everyone. We are live for the 3rd session, day 3 of the Mega Money Conference, and we'll be having Sir NC Desmond as our speaker in this session. So briefly, before we continue, let's get to know who our speaker is.
Meet NC Desmond. NC Desmond is a seasoned business developer and growth expert with years of experience working with clients across the world, including voluntary service overseas on projects like International Citizen Service sponsored by Department for International Development, United Kingdom. He is a business consultant, political strategist, and corporate trainer who has trained on various platforms like NCIC by World Bank, facilitated state projects, and also worked with brands like Globacom Telecommunications on creative marketing television commercial. He is passionate about business growth, hence he oversees the entire team, making sure they plan and execute growth strategies to help the company start, stay, and scale the business. As a strategist with years of experience and expertise, he mapped out the business plan and is overseeing its implementation. Meet NC Desmond. NC Desmond is a
Okay, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, was that me or somebody else? Because I was hearing a whole lot.
It was you, sir. It was you, sir.
Okay, great.
So, sir,
Uh,
you
Go
have
ahead.
from now till 8:20 to share everything you have with us, sir, and we can't wait to hear from you.
Oh, it's fine. How many people is currently live? How many people do
Okay,
we
so
have live right now?
I can see one person. One person is live with us, but others should be joining subsequently.
Okay, so what you then do is go to the group chat and then talk to your people, let them join
Yes,
because
yes.
once we
Sending
start, we started.
the link is being sent to the group now, so probably others will join right now.
Okay, so let's just give them a few minutes to join.
Okay, okay, sir.
Emmanuel, I'm with you.
Okay, sir. Please, you can continue as others are joining. Yes, you can continue, sir.
Okay, I would have loved it where we have more people in the house and I have it live really. Excuse me. Uh, the most important thing is yesterday. This conference started yesterday. Yes, started yesterday, and a whole lot of you joined, and you saw how it went, and you probably learned a whole lot of things yesterday. Today you will learn a lot of things again. Tomorrow you will learn. But the truth of the matter is that learning does not guarantee you success. I came here with a whole lot to give, and in my head I'm thinking which one should I even start or where should I start? When I was planning for this particular conference, I was thinking, okay, what should I teach you guys? What should I share with you guys? What would be worth it? What would be worth your time? Okay. And I came up with the idea that it's going to it's not going to make sense if I just come and speak plenty English and plenty grammar, and at the end of the day, you do not run with something. So, what I'll be teaching today, or what I'll be sharing with you guys, I made a couple of notes. What I'll be sharing with you guys are the things that I've done myself and I've helped people to do, or I've seen in the lives of my friends, successful friends. So after this conference, you can probably Google or go on Instagram and search for people like Bright Shekoni, the CEO of Audacia, Samuel Williams Eriga. These are my very close friends that they've done successfully well. And the power circle is very, very important if you want to build any brand. So most times I even learn from these people because that's how it is. But what do I mean that learning does not guarantee you success? It means that you can come here and listen to a bunch of guys killing it, a bunch of people doing massive stuff. You can come and hear us tell you how to do this, do that, but it will not guarantee your success if you are not somebody that implements. It doesn't make any sense if at the end of the day, okay, I've spent my time trying to prepare this to share with you guys, and at the end of the day, you not learn anything. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. So what am I saying in essence? I'm saying those who spend time, you probably would have seen people who go for conferences, they buy courses to courses, they buy books to books, and at the end of the day, their lives are not getting better. Why? Because they don't implement. That's just the truth of the matter. So you can then hear people say, "Oh, I've been doing this, but it's not working." But the truth of the matter is, how are you doing it? It's not about doing something; it is how you are doing that thing. So what I want to be in your head, even after this particular conference or this particular session, is that if I continue the way I'm going right now, I'm going to fail. Do you understand? If I continue the way I am right now, I'm going to fail, because there is no two ways about it. I'm going to fail. This is exactly what I told myself when I knew I was failing. I knew that nothing was happening. That no, things has to change. I have to do things differently. Do you understand? So I had to do things differently in the process of realization that Desmond, you have to do things differently, was an awakening for me, and I decided to start doing things differently. Not to consume much information, not to have a bunch of books, reading bunch of books, or going for buying bunch of courses and not implementing. Those things are not. They don't even matter. Do you understand? As much as they add value to you, somebody with little information but with effective implementation will achieve way more than you, that you have all the information and there is nothing that you're doing about those information. Do you understand? So today I want you to understand that what matters most after this conference, especially after this session, is implementation. Do you understand? It is important you know this. It's important you run with it. Another thing I want us to talk about today is this: you are not the smartest person on earth. Stop thinking that you are as smart as you think you are. What that means basically is, anybody that wants to grow, anybody that wants to achieve something, especially in a saturated market, is literally a dumb person. I'll say it again. Anybody that wants to excel in the saturated market is a dumb person, is a person that believes that I know nothing. Just like Aristotle will say, I know nothing. Your ability to believe that, oh, you know nothing, you will be you have the posture of somebody that is constantly learning. So when you have that posture that excuse me, I'll constantly be learning. As I said before, I talked about learning, I talk about implementation, right? So somebody that has a posture of constantly learning would always be somebody that is open or humble enough to learn. I've seen people who have not achieved the things that we've achieved. They've not done the feats that we've attained, the feats that we've attained, but yet you see the pride, you see the arrogance in the things that they do or how they speak to people. I mean, when you buy something from me, even if it is 1K, the way I would treat you, you'll be like, is it the same 1K? That yes, it is, because I've learned that to be somebody that add value, you have to be somebody that is humble enough to be receptive to people. So what does that mean? It means that you should not have the posture of somebody. If you're the smartest person in the room, are you listening? If you're the smartest person in the room, you are the dumbest person in that room. Meaning you should never be in a room where you are the smartest person. Do you understand? If you're in a room and it's as though you are the smartest person, just listen. Just listen and learn. Do you understand? That would differentiate you in the market. Another thing I need you to understand, although they don't tell you, you know, what we know of right now. I don't mean to throw shades or to insult anybody, but the truth of the matter is that those who cannot be successful at a thing, they turn it to trainings. You will see a lot of trainers, but few of them are actually salespeople. Few of them are actually marketers. So you see they train, they organize training, they organize, but they don't know jack. You just read here, do here before, and you think they know. They don't know jack. The real people who are actually with the real skill, they have clients to serve. They have clients. We have clients to work for. We don't even have the time. So when we do trainings, it's man, we just give it all and then go back to work. So why is this important? It is important because, for example, we have what we call CCMI, that's Creative Chaos Marketing Institute. It's an institute on its own that is run by people. We have what they call it experts, who are instructors there that they train there. I am an instructor there, but we have a business that we have to run. So what am I saying in essence? I'm saying in the process of learning, you discover that, you actually know nothing. And because you know nothing, you keep learning and you keep being humble. Do you understand? That's why not everything that every trainer will tell you that you should take. Even people coming on board here, even people coming to tell you a lot of things here, not everything that you run with. Those who know me before, or those who have been to my training before, they will wonder that, Desmond, what is happening? You're not teaching with the same fire that you used to teach. The truth of the matter is I am tired. If you're not tired of this country, I wonder how. Because as it is for me, we just launched a new brand, and it is I literally do not sleep most of the time. I've not slept for days now. Although I will sleep for some hours, but I've not had proper sleep for days. That's the right word to use. So pardon me if I'm not coming with the same intensity, but I just want to give you the things, the practical things that you run with that will change your life and even change your business, whether you are just starting or you are scaling. Okay, so one thing I want you to know is for this particular, if you're taking nothing from this session, one thing I want you to take away from this is that you will fail. Let nobody deceive you about that. You will fail. So they say, oh, how to monetize you will fail. Failure is not part of the process. Failure is the process. Failure is the process. I see. See, if you understand the concept of failure, you would not fail. I don't know if you understand, because failure in the sense of it, or what we call failure, is a feeling of shame and pain because of an unmet expectation. But if you understand how the business world works, I'm going to break it down in a way that you understand. So we have 4 circles in business. So we have the startup phase. That's 4 phases. We have the startup phase. We have the startup phase. We have the what they call it, the growth phase. We have the maturity phase, and we have the decline phase. These are the 4 phases of a business. It's called the life cycle of a business. So the startup phase is that phase where you fail a lot. I believe majority of you are in that startup phase. It means that it's a phase of experiments. It's a phase where you get to do different things. See, for example, let me not pull up my watch. I like to then check my. So if you look at this watch, if you go to the market, you will not even find it. It's an expensive watch, and it is only few people. If you like, Google it, right? You would see the design is different, right? But before this watch was produced, right, it took different experiments, different design style. It took so much to get to this level. This is the finish level, or the finish point. But the problem with a lot of you is the fact that you focus on the finished product and neglect the process itself. And that's why you cannot monetize. You cannot see. I've not started though. Whatever I'm doing right now is just preamble. Just have it in mind. It's just preamble, because the things I will share with you today literally will change your life. I can guarantee you that, because there are things that I've used myself to change my life, to change my business, right? So what am I saying in essence? I'm saying you need to have a failure mentality. Or people just say you don't need to have a failure mentality. You need to be, think positively. Yes, it's good. Think positively. Even confess positively. As a Christian, is one of our core tenets, to speak positively, think positively, and speak positively. But I need you to understand that failure is inevitable if you want to succeed. So what that means basically is that you have the mindset that, don't worry, even if I fail, we move. Even if I fail, we move. Do you understand? When you have such mentality, shame no go be anything for you. Like somebody like Nano get shame. Pain. Do you understand? Immediately I fail, I stand up, I move up ahead. Do you understand? When you have such mentality, it differentiates, it distinguishes you from every other person out there, because people are too afraid or too scared to fail. That's why they don't try new things. That's why they don't take risk. That's why they're comfortable making the nickels and dimes that they are making. But when you have that mentality that, oh no, I'm going to fail, but if I fail, I keep going, I dust myself and I keep going again, you will achieve a lot. Have that mentality. Or so failure is a good mentality to have. Like, it's the failing process. It means that you're failing forward. It's a good thing to think of. Oh, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fail, but I'll keep going on. Do you understand? So it means that nothing will literally stand in your way again. Okay. So having said that, I want you to understand that when you have this sort of mentality, it then shifts you from the majority, then changes your perception, it then changes your approach to things. Lastly, let me explain. I called somebody, and we were talking, and I was explaining to this person that I'm in so much debt right now. That is debt. Jegbese, I'm owing money. I'm telling you now. So if you like, you start thinking, I'm owing money. If you want to do business at a particular level, you would make risk. You have risk that you might fail and you will lose loads of money. Do you understand? It is inevitable. So I was talking to this person that myself and my partner, we are in debt of 20 million naira. 20 million naira in debt. Myself and my partner. I'll not mention the partner name, so you know, go and search the person and start billing the person. Anyway, so, and we paid until I literally cleared my debts to 1 million 212,000 naira. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of money that we've paid off, right? But nobody told me before that as I'm entering, I'm going to encounter such things. I'm telling you now, so you be careful. It is better for you to go and be employed. Do you understand? Go be employed and receive salary monthly. You have nothing to fear or nothing to lose. At the end of the month, you collect your salary, chicken out, you go your home. It is good. But if you want to start business, you want to scale to some point, there are levels of risk that you take. Even right now, there are still people that I'm owing that I need to pay money. I'm telling you, there's a book that I'm writing. It's called the Zero Debt Concept. How to get out of debt. How I was able to pay these debts over time, right? But because I know how to make money. Do you understand? If you're watching this live and you can type, just type that I know how to make money. No, talk to yourself. Mention your name that I know how to make money. I know. See, it's making money is a skill. It's one of the easiest skills ever. I'm going to be talking about that today. It's one of the easiest skills ever. However, what is hard, it is managing money and multiplying money. So it's 3M, not MMM anyway. The 3M, making money, managing money, and multiplying money. So making money is easy. Managing money is hard. Multiplying money is even, extreme. So having said that, let me go to the meat of my training or my teaching today. The things that we'll be talking about today. So how do you monetize in a saturated market? How do you monetize in a saturated market? I mean, in that industry, you're going into a whole lot of people already doing it. How do you make money? How do you monetize your expertise and your skills? The first thing I need to understand is you need to be an agbero. Whether you like it or not, you need to be an agbero. You need to, if you are an agbero, you will succeed. An agbero is somebody that is literally, you are fearless. That's the word I'm going for. You are fearless. Nothing scares you. Nothing shakes you. You are entering into that market. See, it doesn't matter who your papa be. I hope I can be real in this conference and people can relate with me. It no matter who your papa be. As far as say people they make money, they are going to enter, they are going to make money. I don't care what you think about it, or I don't care who is there. I will enter into that market and I will kill it. I will nail it. Do you understand? That is an agbero mentality. Whoa. Do you understand? Nothing that happen. I live in Lekki, but I've lived in Ikorodu, so I know how these things work. When I went out motor in Ikorodu, going to my 12 Oshodi, I'll be hearing I've seen these people. It's an Agbero mentality. You need to have that kind of mentality that nothing will happen here. We die here. Do you understand? If my pastor should not hear me say what I just said. We live here. We don't die. We live here. Do you understand? So you need to have that mentality. But then you don't have to make noise like an Agbero. You just need to have a voice. There is difference between having a voice in the marketplace and making loads of noise. I see a whole lot of noise in the marketplace, a whole lot of them. A bunch of your favorite people, they are noisemakers. They really have not done the numbers that they should be. Oh goodness me. And they took the lights. Nigeria. Chidi, you and your team should edit this and remove this part. Okay. Nigeria just happened on you. That's it.
Okay, so please, he'll be back in a few minutes. Yes, so just a few minutes, just stick around.
Meet NC Desmond. NC Desmond is a seasoned business developer and growth expert with years of experience working with clients across the world, including volunteering.
Let's get back. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes, as I was saying, Nigeria just happened on you. Don't worry. Emmanuel, I know you don't live in Nigeria, so I can understand. But we are in Nigeria. We know what we are facing here. Okay, so let's just brace through it so that we would not spend too much time here. Okay, as I was saying, it is crazy how these things work, right? I need you to have that mentality of somebody that, okay, you want to be a voice in the marketplace and not literally a noise. Okay, so what are those things that would make you monetize your expertise and be different in the marketplace? I'll make it very, very brief. When we talk about things like that, we're talking about sales. Simple. We're talking about sales. And what it means is that there are 3 levels of sales. Are you listening? There are 3 levels of sales. The first one is the person. The second one is the brand. The third one is the product. These are the 3 levels of sales. But the problem is the fact that most of you start from the last one, selling the product. That's a huge problem. You don't sell the products first. You sell the person first. Okay, so what are those things, or how do you sell the person? Unfortunately, I see people who are trying to make sales and they are just selling products. If people don't buy products first, do you understand? People buy people and pay for products. Most times, people buy people before they pay for products. For example, Chidi Benjamin reached out to me and, oh, Sir Desmond, I need you to. If I have not sold myself one way or the other that he got to know me, he wouldn't want me on his conference. Do you understand? So what it means basically is that you need to understand that it is important that first of all, you need to sell yourself as a person before you sell any product. So how do you sell yourself as a person? As you're just entering into the market, don't start selling a product first. Don't do it. Resist the temptation. Oh goodness. Resist the temptation of trying to sell a product first. The first thing you need to do is do what? Sell the person. So how do you sell the person? So what are those things that we'll look at where we say, okay, before I buy from this person? Number one thing is character. Character. You have a terrible character, and you want people to come and buy what you're selling, and you're wondering why they're not buying what you're selling. Nkechi, Njideka, Taye, you are terrible as a person, and you want people to go, and you're wondering why they're not buying from you. No, you work on your character, because when people see you that you have good character, I'm saying this because the truth of the matter is, I need you to do business to some levels. I will explain. I was a political strategist for the Labour Party, one of the contestants for Labour Party for House of Senate. And I got there and retained that position by virtue of good character. Oh, these are the things that people don't tell you. They say, oh, you just need to know the 33 strategies to make money. It's a lie. Let nobody deceive you. You need to first understand that good character sets you apart from everybody out there. That's one. The number two thing that you need you to understand is confidence. You would notice the way I talk. It's quite different from the way your average person talks. It's because of confidence. If you need to see people who have results behind them, they talk with a level of confidence, and that's because even if you don't have that result yet, you are confident of what you are doing. So you need to be confident of yourself. You need to be confident of your brand. You need to be confident of your product. So that way you can be able to, exude that level of confidence. If you're not confident of what you're trying to say, you know what I'm trying to say to you, and people, nobody will listen to you. Nobody will buy from you. I have nothing to prove to anybody. That's why they took the lights and I'm still communicating the way I'm communicating. My ring light is plugged to my power bank. I can't go on the jet for anybody because of how fuel it is right now. I'm not even missing words. I'm just telling you the way it is. You take it raw as this is my character. So you can then go. That not to say you should have terrible character. No, you need to have a character of excellence. You need to have a character of confidence. You need to have a character that sets you apart from other people. That's the point I'm trying to make. Another thing you need to learn is communication. Communication is key. When we start and I tell people introduce yourself and they introduce it, I just laugh. When I wanted to join this live, I was tempted to then type my name as Billionaire Desmond, my display name as Billionaire Desmond, because that's what I'm known as. That's what I'm called, Billionaire Desmond. I've not handled billions yet. I'm being truthful to you. I've not, but it's sure banker that want to do billions, because it's a mentality that, oh, I have $1 billion mindset. Matter of fact, my community is called the Billionaire Community. Having said that, communication, then content. What kind of content do you put out there? I can't go into detail to teach you the types of content or how to use content, or to start discussing this the 3 types of brain parts of the brain that we have and how we consume content. I can't do that in this class, but I need you that content is another way to make you different or separate you in the market for you to monetize. And it's unfortunate that a whole lot of people everybody has turned content creators in Nigeria. It's unfortunate, but most of them are not content creators. They're just noise makers. And if you're a good content creator, people will just know it, and you'll be different, even in the marketplace. And lastly, as it contains or as it pertains people, it's you need to then have a level of consistency. If you're not consistent, there is no way you'll make money. There's no way you can monetize that skill. So consistency is a huge part of you monetizing your skill. It means that you're showing up day and night, come rain, come sunshine, you are showing up. Okay. So how do you do this? How do you, having all these qualities that I've talked about, character, confidence, good communication skill, consistency, good content, how do you then monetize it? The thing you need to understand is you need to niche down. Please niche down. Please niche down. Please niche down. I'll be singing it as a song. Please niche down. Why is it important that I say Billionaire Desmond? Yes, I am that Billionaire Desmond. So you need to niche down. But before you niche down, there's what I call the shaking of trees. I will explain, especially for those who are just starting up. You're asking questions like, okay, how do I start up, or how do I niche down where I don't even know what I want to do? It's quite simple. First, shake trees. What it means is that you are looking at life like a tree. You are looking at a variety of skills, and you're then shaking trees. Whatever fruit falls down, take it, chew it, spit it out. If it's not good enough, go for another. What it means basically is that learning different skills, or try different businesses. Whichever one you feel more comfortable with and that can make you more money, or the most money, stick with that one. Do you understand? Do not niche down yet. Sometimes we are too quick to niche down. There's somebody that I'm mentoring currently, although I have a mentoring group. It's called Startup and Scale Up. Basically, it's a monthly program, and it's like 5,000 naira for young people. So you can then, the organizers of this would share the flyer with you guys, and you guys can join in if you want to join in. Okay. So having said that, there was somebody I was mentoring, and he was asking me a question that Sir Desmond, how I want to niche down. I have this guy, I have that. See, I told him, don't niche down yet. Focus on learning as much as you are learning right now. Once you are done, there is what we call convergence, a convergence of skill. When people look at me or people work with me, they're like, oh, you know this, you know that, you know, I don't know too much. I know a little bit about everything. And that's a convergence of skill. When those convergence of skills come together, people then look at you that you are an exceptional expert in whatever you do. Because whatever you are then niching down, you are bringing the expertise of different fields down to that place. That's a convergence of skills. And when those skills converge that way, you niche down, you'll be outstanding. You will be outstanding. And that's what I'm telling you today. You then need to have convergence and then niche down. When you niche down, I don't think any business or any successful person that I know started off by doing so many things. They started off their career properly by niching down. Though they did a lot of things, but they niched down and then built their career from there. Amazon, for example, sold books for almost a decade, 10 years before selling every other thing in the world. Facebook started with Harvard University, then the universities in US, then universities in Canada, then universities all across the world. You need to start with something, sell one thing, sell one offer, make it a lot there, then you move, you diversify. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay. For example, I know a whole lot of you are affiliate marketers. Most of you that signed up for this conference are affiliate marketers. The problem is the fact that market is saturated. That market is saturated, and you're asking yourself, how do I make money in this market? Let me explain something to you. It is what we call selling shovel and pickle in the time of gold. What it means is quite simple. There is somebody called James Marshall. James Marshall in during the time when gold rush has not even started. He was working in where we call the Sutter Mill. James Marshall was working in where we call the Sutter Mill. As he was working in that Sutter Mill, he was a supervisor, and he discovered that they were having a particular challenge every day, digging a particular place, and he told them to go home. So one day, as he was looking down, in a nutshell, he was the first person to discover gold in where we call California, United States of America. So that was the birth of the California gold rush. James Marshall discovered this, right? Before you know it, people started coming from all and sundry, everybody coming from different places to find this gold, getting gold, becoming rich. This James Marshall died poor, died a wretched man, but he discovered gold. He discovered gold, but he died poor. But there was somebody else called Samuel Brannan. Samuel Brannan, when people were trooping to search for gold, in search of gold, Samuel Brannan said, no, you know what, I'm not going to join these people. Instead of doing that, I'm going to sell what they call it shovels and nickel. And pickle rather. So he went to the market and made a lot of noise, called attention to himself, moved them to where we called where he called a general store, where he was selling shovels and all that. So people that were trooping to go and look for gold came to his store to buy shovels to go and look for gold, and he was making money. Most of them died poor; they never discovered gold. So what it means is, in a saturated market like affiliate marketing, for example, we've not even started in affiliate marketing. People have not even started as much, but you are selling. Too many people are selling to a very few people. So what do you do? One of the things that you can do is learn how to make the marketers your markets. Make the marketers your markets. What do you mean? Or what do we mean when we say things like this? It means that instead of trying to struggle the same market or fight the same markets with them, you can then learn Facebook marketing and be very good at that, where you sell to these marketers or these affiliate marketers that you can help to bring traffic to them, generate loads of leads to them. Okay, this way you are helping them to make more money. And the good thing is that they will be promoting you. Oh, this guy that does this for me, or this guy, depending on your agreements with them. Before you know it, you are selling to different affiliate marketers, making a lot of money from these affiliate marketers, then using their social proof or using their testimonies or reviews about you as social proof to sell your own markets or your own affiliate products. Having said that, let us go on a short break. Organizers, let's go on a quick short break, and then I hope you have gotten something so far. And please ask questions. I want to answer a lot of questions today. Okay, so let me see if I can go put on my gen and okay, let's go. Let's go. Hey, Nigerians. Anyway, I'm back. I hope that you're getting something so far. Yes, I said that. Make the market as your market. Do you understand? There are a bunch of people and let's say for trainers, actually, make the trainers your trainees, basically. Do you understand? Like right now, I'm not so particular about the people training so much these days. What I'm particular about is where is the money. For example, people then reach out to me and they say, sorry, Desmond, why is your company's social media page not booming? Why are we not creating content on our social media page? And in my head, I'm like, I'm really sorry. Our audience are not on social media. They are on social media, but we don't. I'm not sure we've gotten any business from social media since the inception of Creative Chaos. Since we founded our company, I'm not sure we've done that. I can't remember, except the team can remind me, but I can't remember any. Why? Because the people we are targeting are not on social media. We post on social media for posting sake. They are not really our target audience. I will explain, and that's why it's good to, when you niche down, you can then literally reduce your audience to the people that you are really called to serve. Let me explain. If you're with your phone, just go on Google, type best digital marketing agency in Lekki. Type it. Do you understand? Best digital marketing agent. You will see Creative Chaos Limited in top 3, no doubt. Top 5 at most. Type best digital marketing agency in Lagos. You see us in top 10, so to say, because the people we are targeting go on Google to search information. They are CEOs of companies. They are MDs of companies. They are people of caliber who can pay us money. Ego, kudi. Not people who are buying 1K course, 2K course. The reason why we do, yes, we can do 5K course, we can do 10K course, we can do all those things, or mentorship programs like that are literally cheap, which is 5K and all that. Because we ourselves, when we were starting, right? When we were starting, we struggled because we could not afford the product of certain people that we looked up to. We couldn't afford them. So we had to say, okay, let us make this affordable for people also. Do you understand that? So why we do these things is the fact that it helps us to give back to people. Long story short. But why are we positioned on Google? An MD wants to search for something, or oh, I need something. They go on Google and they search, oh, okay, these brands, where are they? They're in Lekki. Good. We intentionally position in Lekki. I wish time would permit me to even talk about these things in detail. We position in Lekki because Lekki is where the money is. Lekki, Ikoyi, VI in Lagos, for example. Do you understand? That's something that you should know, right? Apart from that, we know that the people who manages the social media handles of these top brands, they are young people. Some of them are interns, some of them are actually employed. They are paid 50K, 30K, or 70K, and when you chat them up, they will go and refer to their boss. We don't want to talk to those gatesmen. They are good actually. You need to have a good relationship with gatesmen, right? The people who can are gatekeepers and connect you to it's also a strategy that can connect you to the people who really matter, right? But we want to talk to the people in charge of making the decision. So you need to have that understanding. One, are you serving the gatekeepers, or you are serving the owners themselves, or the masters themselves? Are you serving the gatekeepers or the masters themselves? If you are serving the gatekeepers, there is a gatekeeper strategy. It means that you are coming from a position where you You want to create good relationship that they can refer you to the bosses. If you're serving the masters themselves, you need to have a different. There's a strategy to it. There's a way to go about it. I'm literally rushing these things so that I would not spend too much time, and so that lights and all that would not affect me again. Okay, so even in Lekki they take light, so I should tell you now so you know that one. Anyway, as I was saying, um, um, so you need to know if you're serving the gatekeepers or the masters. All this is I'm talking about. I'm talking about the person in the three level of sales. That is the person that is making the sales. Now we're going to talk about the second, which is the brand. So for those of you who have me on WhatsApp, you would see that, oh, I've been talking about this new brand. It is called the Landladies. The Landladies Realty basically is a real estate company focused for women. How many people do we know, or how many women do we know that own properties and that are not in their husband's name? How many? My mother tried to buy property, but my father stopped her from doing that because we needed money for other things. But if we bought that property then, it would have saved us a whole lot. So why am I telling you this story? I'm creating an emotional connection so that you can then understand what it means for you to do what have what they call it, a brand storytelling. So when you are a brand, or when you are selling the brand, so the way you sell the brand basically is quite different from the way you sell the person. You sell the person as a person of character, as I've mentioned, as a person of confidence, as a person of good communication, as a person that has good content and that has consistency, a person that is authentic. Even in as a brand, you can also sell that. So what are the things that you want to sell as a brand? Memorability, and uniqueness, your ability for people to remember you. For example, what you discover is creative chaos. The name creative chaos and creativity, what are they doing together? Why are they together? Why are they together? They are together because the word chaos comes from the Latin word chaos. Chaos means void and emptiness. And we as a brand, we are creatively filling that void. That's what creative chaos means. You want to you remember that. You want a brand, you want to tell your brand or sell your brand as a brand that is easy to remember. The landladies, not landlord, the landladies, it's easy to remember. Billionaire Desmond, you remember. But for you, your name is in Okoro Nkeji Chukundeleka. I'm not saying you should go against your heritage or anything. Matter of fact, my Igbo name is Chidubem. That's why you say NC Desmond, Nwali Chidubem Desmond, right? But you might not remember that. So it's just good to go with NC Desmond. Some of them would then say MC Desmond. No, it's not MC Desmond. It's NC Desmond or Billionaire Desmond or Billionaire Dash. Somebody from Ijebu wanted to call Desmond. I said Desmond. So that's why I just say Dash. It is fine. Those are easy. Those are brand names that is easy to remember. Memorability. Coca-Cola. Nancy. Let me not say Isime. You know what I'm talking about. Nike. Do you understand? For example, I just talked about Coca-Cola. This is Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola way. If you've not read this book, you should read this book. It's a powerful book. Anyway, so what am I saying in essence? Let your brand or the brand you are selling be very easy to remember. Memorability is very, very important, and authenticity. You would have noticed the way I'm communicating in this particular meeting. You would have noticed that I'm talking to you like I have known you before, and this is me being as authentic as possible. I have nothing to hide to you. If people who were ahead of us then told us this truth, we will not make the same mistake. But the issue is that they're not telling us. They will not tell us. And that's why I'm telling you these things that I'm telling you. I mentioned character because most of you have terrible character. It is important that you sell yourself as a person. What are those things you are good at? Be selling them. Let people know. Anybody that wants to die should die. Anybody that let them quench. You can now you're hungry go catch at the end of the day if you don't want to sell yourself. Now you're hungry go catch. And I'm talking to Chidi and his team. Do not turn this to what they call it grammar, that it is you that hunger will catch when at the end of the day. No, it's speaking English I spoke. Now you hungry go catch at the end of the day if you don't want to sell yourself. Simple. You need to understand this, and it comes from a very stupid mentality where we just copy and paste the way Westerns do things, and we copy it and paste it in this setting, and they expect it to work. It doesn't work that way. It is copy and paste. That's why sometimes I then need to come out and tell you the truth, guy. This is how it is, oh guys. If you don't do this, my friends, those days that we started business together, where are they today? I'm not laughing at them. Or they were like, I don't want to. You are doing your portion. This is good. There are settings we get to, and it's all different. It's all Queen's English, right? And it's a different way we handle things. It is 100% the way we handle things. Not that we'll be fake, but it's a setting where. But when I'm talking to you right now, I'm talking to you as somebody who has seen Shege, who has seen Shege, especially in a particular person's era and in this person's era. You know what I'm talking about. So you need to build character. You need to build confidence. You need to communicate whatever you are doing, like your life depends on it. There are two people that will succeed in business, two types of people that succeed in business. I wish I learned this earlier. The number one type of person that succeeds in business, I'm telling you right now, regardless of the field you are in, the number one kind of person is the person that is too big to fail, that does not need to monetize. These type of people are deadly. They can outweigh, or they can outstay you in the market. They don't need to monetize. They have the money. They are building their dreams. They are building their visions gradually. They have nothing to fear. So if, matter of fact, you are doing everything, they are not moved by it. Some brands like that are like that. They are too big to fail. They have too much. So when they are building, going through all this process and but you are not like that yet right now. The second type of people that will succeed in business are people that are being chased by lions. I will say this again. People who have debt to pay, people like myself, you can't go into business with me. Or into competition with me. But he will tell you. Why? These people have debts to pay. These people have families to take care of. Meaning, at any moment, go big go happen. Shege go shele. So these people, they outwork you, they outsmart you, they outthink you, they create more than you. They are giving their all into this. Meaning, if I fail, I move on. There is no middle ground. See, it is the kings that succeed or the warriors that succeed. The villagers get crushed in the middle. In business, it is the kings that succeed. The people who are too big to fail, who can just keep going. They don't have anything to lose. Or the warriors, the ones who have the warriors' heart. They keep at it. They are fearless. They keep walking. The villagers get crushed in the middle. You can't afford to be a villager. You can't afford to be nonchalant. You can't afford to just take things like they can. And say, no. You have to be a king. Your papa get money. I'm not even in business with you. I'm not even in competition with you. Do you understand? Like my brother one of the advice my brother gave to me while starting business. He said, Desmond, you are running a race with people who are 10 times ahead. First of all, you must do the catch up. The moment you catch up, that's when you are then talking about overtaking. You are a warrior. You are fighting for your life. See, matter of fact, most of you are here right now. You are praying that, hey, it is, oh my God, that is your situation. Because at the end of the day, your data might finish even for this live session, and you might then wait till midnight to subscribe and do midnight plan for you to then watch it. I'm telling you the truth. That's why if you come for my mentorship program, you will literally laugh, because I am your friend that will literally relate with you the way it is. So what am I saying in essence? You must be a brand that first of all sell the person, all those virtues I've talked about. Then you sell yourself as a brand, or if you're working for a company, as I've mentioned like two brands, right? Where in the course of this, I've mentioned Creative Chaos. I've mentioned what they call it. I've mentioned the landladies. Do you understand? So you have to be authentic. You have to be memorable. You have to be consistent. I've mentioned that before. You have to have good, what they call it, or excellent customer relationship. I cannot stress this enough. How do you differentiate yourself? How do you literally make money? Let me not use too much English. How do you make money in this market? You have to have excellent customer service. Anybody that knows me knows this. Excellent customer service. In Nigeria, where people are terrible when it comes to service, most even online marketers or people who do business online, they are like that irritable Yoruba, not Yoruba. Okay, let me not say Nigerian women. Let me not talk Yoruba. Sorry, it's not be a tribal thing. Irritable African woman that says something. I beg, come on from my market. Why the price my market anyhow? They're like that. They're too irritable. People are too angry. People are too impatient. What you can do to be different is that you are open. I'm not sure anybody has messaged me or has texted me, has called me, and I have not received them openly and even joyfully. Hi, how are you? My name is Desmond. And we laugh, we play, and they be like, I like you. I like, of course you like me, because likability is a feature or is a factor that will separate you and make you monetize in this place. Likability. If people don't like you, know of the I'm sure you guys know all these basic stuffs of people need to like you, they need to trust you, they need to know you, the chaotic factor. You know of that, right? But likability is such an underrated skill. Likability and the ability, before people to trust you, they will like you first. So see, first of all, you must like me. There's no way I'm talking. I'm sure you like me. If you like me, just type on Chabels that you like me. There's no way you cannot like me. Do you understand? There's no way, because I'll be as truthful and as open as possible. If you like you that I don't like, you like me, because whatever I do to be as authentic as possible and to create that likability factor. It is very, very important. And you need to know how to do that too. So how do you do that? Good customer relationship, relating with people excellently. Do you understand? And most importantly, for the aspect of branding, brand selling is storytelling. I do not call it storytelling. I call it story selling, meaning you have a story and you are selling that story. It's called story selling, meaning you have to have very strong stories that you can share with people that can create emotional connection with them, that can literally change the way that they feel about your brand, the way they feel about you. Of course, you like me, Ahmed, Aisha, I like you. You're handsome, somebody. My boy like me. Matter of fact, Aisha, if I you go to my Instagram, it is I am NC Desmond. If you scroll down, you will see my workout pictures. I have 8 abs. I don't have 6. People who have 6, I have 8 abs. Do you understand? I work out a lot, so that's another is a selling factor. But as I'm telling you, you are already liking me. I'm also giving you a warning. I have somebody I want to get married to. But I call her sugar mommy. It's not like the sugar mommy I think of. Sugar mommy, Chidi Benjamin will know what I'm talking about. She will kill you. She will use gun on your head. Do you understand? I'm just telling you now. Except let's say we don't get married. I'm just telling you that. Anyway, but if you like, you laugh. It's just the truth, yeah. So you need to have good storytelling skill. You need to tell good stories about yourself, about your brand, about your visions. When you are, especially when you're selling a brand, you are selling the ideals of the brand, what the brand represents. You're selling the visions, the purpose of that brand. You notice I'm not talking about product yet, because when people just feel like they are part of your story, they follow you along. They build with you. Before you start selling, you've already sold to them, because you've sold yourself as a person of character, as a person of confidence, of consistency, and all those things, right? You have sold your brand as a brand of purpose with good vision, with who is on a mission to help a whole lot of people. You've sold all those things, and when you introduce the last one, which is the product, you will blow them away. You will blow them away. So your product must be what? It must be of quality, meaning it must match what is out there now. Most of you have been to this session, right? To many sessions, and you've had a lot of people touch you and spoke with you, but you've not heard anybody talk to me or talk to you like the way I'm talking to you. Not because I know everything, but because I'm coming down to your level to speak to you. I mean, I teach CEOs and I teach companies staffs, and there's a way I communicate with them in their own brand language, but I'm communicating with you. Okay, what book? Just save your questions. I'm going to answer all your questions. Okay, so you have to have quality. You have to be a quality person, or the product itself must be a quality product, a product that people can be proud of. For example, the landladies, we are selling for just women. We're selling to just women. We're selling to just women. We're selling to just women. I'll say that again. And if you're a man, you want to buy, it should just be for your family member. That's for your wife, for your mother, for your daughter, and all that. That's for the landladies, right? And we're selling quality products. So your product must be quality. It must not be fake. Do you understand? Don't sell fake things. Don't. Most of you, as your lives are fake self to even begin with. So how do we then talk about or verify if the products you are selling is authentic? So sell quality and reliable products. Another thing is you have to be people friendly. Like if I'm talking to you guys now, and you guys are chilled, and you are, see, if you come to my live session like physical training, you it's usually chaos, because no, people just need to get it. I don't hustle where I live in a one-room apartment with my mother, my brothers, two brothers and a sister. And that was an apartment. There was a time we were living a windowless shop. My mom will wake up in a corridor. So of you that knows the corridor, my mom will wake up very early in the morning, as early as 4 a.m. with my sister, to take their bath outside, because it's a shop. The shop is on a road. Sometimes we don't even, you know what they call shapa, shese. Yoruba people will know what I mean. It means that oshoapa, oshoese. Meaning you wash your hand, you wash your leg, you wash your face, you are good. That's how, that's you taking your bath for that day. So I know what it means for poverty to wine and dine with you. And that's why I'm being as authentic and real with you guys. That's that. So whatever I'm selling, I don't want it to be fake. Don't sell fake products. Do you understand that? Be it product, be it a tangible product or service. Another thing, as I said, people friendly. Last thing before I stop, because my time is already running out, is you need to do what we call you need to have a customer support. That is, after they buy from you, maybe after this conference, people then go their way. No, do not stop there. Be the person that is there for them. They can come later and say, oh, Alpha, this, be there, talk to them. I've had trainings where I have 500 people and I'm chatting with them. And they'll be like, Sir Desmond, how do you do this? No, I do it because I'm a people's person. I'm passionate about people. If you know about the marketing mix, that is the 4 P's of marketing: products, place, promotion, and products, promotion, place, people. Don't let me, I've forgotten. So it's not, I'm not writing an exam, but you just Google the marketing mix. You can then find out about that. But I'm particular about people. I'm particular about the growth of people and how to help people. And that's why if I will be a liar if I do not tell you these aspects of what makes us monetize or get success in the marketplace. I am a very or highly spiritual person. Listen to me. Spirituality is also involved in business. People don't tell you this. They don't tell you, do the 3 strategies or the. See, matter of fact, I'm telling you not to applaud me or anything. I've not eaten since morning. I've not. I'm fasting. I pray. Oh, I go on my knees and say, oh Lord Jesus, if you don't give me these clients, hungry will catch me. Hungry will catch me. Lord Jesus, help me. I pray. It is one thing to know your crafts. I mean, I was the political strategist for Senator Dabiri in meetings where then Peter Obi and the likes were people of caliber, timber caliber, as our people will say. But yet I understand something is secret. I don't know what your faith is, but I'm a Christian. I will speak for my faith. Scripture says, it is He who gives the power to make wealth. Who am I if I don't come down to my knees and I'm saying, Lord, help me? And sometimes I don't have anything to do or anything to say. I don't know. I'm just and I'm speaking in tongues. My mind open. Idea comes and I crush it. And people then say you are too good. No, I'm not too good. It's just that I follow a principle that just sets me apart. Because He told me in Isaiah that you hear a voice behind you telling you which way to go. It's my faith. So what you believe matter. That belief drives your character. That belief drives your confidence. That belief, everything stems out of it. Because the fruit of you, whatever comes out of you, comes out from a seed inside of you. So it is important you understand it. It is important that you have these sets of beliefs. It's important that your foundation on something beyond book knowledge, beyond skills, soft skills or hard skills. Because believe me, business is spiritual, life is spiritual. And more than anything, in addition to what I've said, get a mentor, somebody that will teach you. They say get a mentor, you don't want to hear. Nkechi, Aisha, you don't want to hear. Sunday, you don't want to hear. They say get a mentor, but you no go hear. You are too proud. Now you know pass. Of course, I've read it. This is how it is done. Or there. I'm sorry to say, or there. This is how it is done. It should be just to do. Your type is the one that will say, I know somebody that does it cheaper. Go and do cheaper, and you wow for real no. Go to people, pay for knowledge. Let them hold you by the hand and teach you. What I am sharing with you took me years to learn. If I break them down and then say, a mentor, the word mentor came from Odysseus. If you know of Odysseus, Odysseus was when Homer was going to war, and he gave his son to somebody called mentor to take care of the son. When he came back, mentor had already trained the boy, taught the boy, brought up the boy to become like the father wanted. And that's where the word mentor comes. Somebody mentor that teaches you. So it can be Chidi Benjamin, it can be the people of this the organizers holding you by the hand. They tell you, oh, it's 5K or 10K or 15K. You say it's cost. Stay, it's cost, and you're costing your life away. So what am I saying in essence? I wish I will share it with Chidi, and he can put it on your group chat. The startup and scale up mentorship program for August. It's just 5,000 naira. If you want to be part of it, join in, and I'm just going to be your friend and help you as much as I can. So if you have questions, throw your questions. I'm literally done. Throw your questions. Ask me hard questions. By the way, my consultation session is $250, so you should know that. So just ask what you believe that once you ask it, you get the answer, it is good for you, is enough for you, instead of you then waiting to come and have a one-on-one consultation session that will cost you. Okay, let me not talk too much. But yeah, ask the questions, guys. I hope this has been value for your time. I'm really sorry. I was just trying to ramble everything on so that I can cover as much as possible. 1 hour is never enough for my training. Those who know me know this. Matter of fact, when we do Creative Chaos Marketing Institute, as I said, CCMI is a marketing institute. We are running digital marketing programs, right? Data analytics and data science. Do you understand? Financial programs and all that. It takes me. They used to give me 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours. Okay, so ask your questions. Are there no questions? Where is our host? Are there no questions?
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for sharing with us your experience tonight. We are really grateful for having you aboard, sir. Thank you so much. Um, so, sir, I noticed that you recently launched a course, right? So, how can we join that course? Like, how can people access your course, sir? Can you tell us more about it?
Okay, so I don't do courses. I used to do courses, but I don't do courses, right? So what we do is we establish an institute, a marketing institute, and we have a digital marketing or a crazy digital marketing for beginners, as it is. And the last one we just finished.
Have you sent
All
it
right.
to Sir John?
Say that again. Okay, I'll come to that.
Sir, you
Um,
can continue. You can continue.
okay, so as I was saying, I said We did a digital marketing training, um, and it's for beginners. And we taught AI marketing, we taught branding, we taught marketing strategies, we taught running ads on different platforms, we taught all those, and it's literally free, right? It's a free course because, as I said, wanting to give back and helping people grow. However, there is a clause to it. We know how people just take advantage of things. There is a 1,000 naira gate fee, so you can then use it to access. So we had over 100 people sign up for the last one, and right now they're in their project week. It's not a training where you just come and people run. No, no, no. There's a training, and once you are done with training, you are doing projects with our live clients, clients that we work with. You can then take our clients' products at this thing and run your marketing projects, make mistakes, we correct you, and all that. So that's basically what that is. And there's an advanced class for that, but it's just the beginners class that we focus on to give people. And also the program for August, which I am doing, Startup to Scale Up. The flyer will be shared on your group. Okay, so I have another question here. Somebody said, "Sir, please, can you shed more light on the three kinds of content a creator should share?" I didn't say three kinds of content. There are basically two types of content. I talked about different things that you should do as pertain to content, but I talked about two types of content. There are two types of content: entertaining content. I'm not sure I even covered that because I'm not going into details of on content creation. They're entertaining content and they're educating content, right? So your content must have an infusion of entertainment and education. That's why when if you're here, you would notice that blend of entertainment and education. I'm here to teach, but teach in a fun way. When I was working with voluntary service overseas, right? Can everybody still hear me? Is it my network? Can everybody still hear me? Okay, I believe it's the hostess network. So as I was saying, I almost bite my tongue now. Which one is host's network? Anyway, we were taught on how to train or to teach in a fun way, and that's our core. So let your content be a blend of fun, and that's entertainment and education, right? Your content, there are things that we call content elements. I don't think time will permit me to even share those content elements. See, content creation, if you come for my mentorship program, I'll teach that for you. But for now, I don't think I can, because we don't need to talk about content elements, talk about content mirror, talk about deep dissecting content in a way, teach you how to even use the AI that you're oh god, there's so much. Anyway, but just two types of content: entertaining and educating. Okay, my host, go ahead. Next question. The price is just 5,000 for it. And what are the features? You know what? 1 second. Let the host share it on the platform right now.
Okay, so while we wait for him to come on board, I can see some questions here. I believe you address them once he's back here with us. Yes, so kindly stick around. Let him answer your questions. Yes, thank you. Okay, sir. Welcome back.
Um, but Chidi Benjamin, I already sent it to you to your WhatsApp. You can share it on the group chat. You understand? It's just 5,000. Ask me questions, please. Ask me questions
Okay.
before I
Sir,
go. I
look at
have
the
a meeting.
question on the
Okay,
screen,
some
sir.
coaches always emphasize on being professional. How can you be professional alongside being people friendly too? Hey, oh, you think I'm not professional like this? Okay, wait until you really deal with me. So now there is difference between you being professional and you being an inanimate object or a robot. There's a difference. When we talk about being a professional, it means being an expert in what you do, having excellence, even in service and even in mannerism. There are ways where, as I said, depending on your audience, because of what we are talking about right now, right? And what I need you guys to learn, I'm teaching and sharing with you guys this way. So you go out there and be the best that you can be. You see people say, oh, they're professionals and they have what they call it, a store, an online store, and people message them. They say, we'll get back to you in 24 hours. Are you dumb? Who does that? You're a small business and you're taking the procedure, the process of an already established business to run your business. We are closed for business. We'll get back to you in 24 hours. You are dumb, ma or sir. I'm sorry to say. Why? You are a small business. Stay small. Your ability as a small business or somebody who is just starting is that you have time, you have speed. Those are the two things that literally set you apart from every other person out there. Time and speed, meaning you are swift in response, you are easy to access, and you have timeliness in deliverables. So being a professional means that you are very good at what you do and you have the mannerism and disposure of a professional, somebody who communicates professionally. I do that professionally. However, I will not come and sell you beans as bread, or I will sell you bobo for lacasera. No, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give it to you as it is, so you can go there and then you speak your question and make your money. But what am I saying in essence? In being professional, you need to be human, be a human being. Meaning, for me, I do not sympathize with people. I empathize with them. I want to feel what my customers are feeling or my clients are feeling. That's why it's called pain points. Time will not permit. I'm sure you guys have learned that in this conference, or maybe you have not. A pain point basically is where they pinch you. For people call it pain points. I call it pinch points. Where they pinch your clients, I want to help them to heal that, because I see myself as a doctor to them. So you have to be human to them. You have to relate with them. So if I go to meet Iya Basira on the streets to sell to her, I'm not saying, hello ma'am, how are you doing? The things that we said, no, Iya Basira, half an hour. This thing was, it depends on your audience. So being professional is having all the right things in place that makes you a professional, but be human. Do not take that human factor. That makes you empathize with your audience. That makes you empathize with your people. That people can relate with. Or some people can then say, you're on too much, your grammar too much. Not because they think you speak too much grammar, but they think you are faking it. I hope I've answered your question. Be professional, but be human. Do you understand? Feel what your customers are feeling or what your clients are feeling. Be in that problem with them and help them achieve what they want to achieve. More questions, please. More questions. Fire me, please, now. I don't like it when I'm not asked questions. Is either you get it or you are not talking. Please talk to me, Emmanuel.
Okay. Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, we have limited time and the next
Okay,
speaker
great.
is already around. He's almost around. So,
Waiting.
sir, we want to thank you so much for coming around and sharing with us. We thank you so much. It's a real privilege, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much,
You're
sir.
welcome.
So
At least now
please,
I can go and pick
everyone
my
would
passport,
like you to connect with
right?
Sir NC
And go.
Desmond on all platforms at NC Desmond. Just search up NC Desmond and you will see him on his social media platform. He's active on almost all the social media platforms, and he's not someone that you just get anyhow value. He's full of value, always dishing out value. You can also connect to him on WhatsApp, sir. Sir, please, you can send to the convener your DM link so that they can connect with you on WhatsApp. Yes, send to Sachi Benjamin your link so that they can connect with you from there, sir. Thank you so much, everyone. So, guys, we've come to the wrap up of this session, and I would not like you to miss out on his mentorship program. It's just 5,000. It's nothing compared to the value you are going to get in this program. So, guys, bye for now, and meet you in the next session. I'll be coming out by on 5 minutes. By 5 minutes, we'll be joining the next session. So stick around for the link, and then we'll go live once again. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, sir, for coming around. We really appreciate. On behalf of the convener, we want to thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.